Is this thing on? Oh, hey! Welcome, users, to another episodic installment of Above It All. This is the series where I act as a professional political pontificator, and I've got some interesting stuff here. Chris Matthews, everybody loves Chris Matthews. He's probably one of the most hilarious characters on MSNBC. Is basically saying what we're all thinking in regards to the bullshit from last night. I made a video, basically as soon as the debate ended, talking about how every presidential candidate, besides Bernard Sanders, said they do not believe in democracy. I'm just being straight up. Go watch that video real quick if you haven't. And, let's watch what Chris Matthews has to say. Even Chris Matthews, this is my thing. This guy's a fucking cringy, right-wing, fanatic. And even he understands what's happening.
Is going to get through. But there's only one candidate there who believes he's going to have the most delegates going into Milwaukee. And we know it was. He was the guy that said that person should be the winner. Everybody else said tonight, I will not have the most delegates. They all made it official. They were not going to give the win to the guy or the person with the most delegates. That was so telling tonight. Today, it was an acknowledgement that Bernie is the winner, not the winner, the winner so far in this whole fight. And he may be the winner all the way, and I think they think so.
By the way, I've been told...
Go ahead and watch my previous video. Again, when, you can make an argument that... there's no clear majority, so people should have a chance to realign. But that's not, with that realignment potentially would be the elites realigning. If you want to do a national, let's say hypothetically, Bernard gets 49.9% of the delegates, right? And then the convention should just hold a national primary. What would be so difficult about that? Okay. Let's say anyone who gets over 20% gets on the second ballot of delegates, and then you choose between them and say it's Bernie versus Joe Biden versus Mike Bloomberg. Something like that. That would make more sense. But what in reality the rules is, we give 500 plus super delegates, which are basically Democratic Party officials and elites, the opportunity to pick who they want to be president. Not good. Not good. Just do a national primary. I mean, honestly, we should just have a national primary. Anyway, but still, that shit is just Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? It's so on the nose, and it's just incredible. Even Chris Matthews understands this is just solidifying that Bernie Sanders is in the lead. Really, this is not a challenge. The challenge here is if Bernie Sanders gets 51% of the delegates. That's the requirement in order to avoid a second ballot. And that's why there's so many people running. It's all a strategy to corrupt the amount of people running, make it seem like a shit show jungle, and that's what the whole thing is. So, again, we need to, stay on message. If Bernie can do something incredible, he could clinch this race on Super Tuesday. It's totally possible, which is... It's just thinking about it. Oh, could you imagine winning California, sweeping California, winning Texas, winning North? I swell up just thinking about the possibilities, but we need to make sure that it happens. This is like life or death. There's a new study that came out. 68,000 lives every year are lost because of our stupid fucking garbage healthcare system. 68,000 people die for no fucking reason. Just get that through your head. 68,000 people. That's as many views on my highest viewed YouTube video or whatever. Those people all died for no fucking reason. Literally no reason. It's unbelievable. If you see that statistic and then you defend the system we have, you're a psychopath. That it's a required, you cannot in any way defend our healthcare system unless you are a psychopath. And that's why every single person other than Bernie Sanders, and again, I've got my critique of Bernie Sanders, but every person up on those stages is a fucking literally a serial killer-esque psychopath. If you live in Europe and you see these people like Pete Buttigieg and Mike Bloomberg, you're like, what the fuck? Is that Dexter Morgan on stage? What? What? 68,000 people die every year because they couldn't go to a doctor and these people want to keep that? Are you kidding me? Like, that's like, it's bizarre. It's like Twilight Zone level, Black Mirror level fuckery. It's stupid, it's crap, it's garbage, and I fucking hate all these people. And even Chris Matthews realizes that Bernie is the front runner. It's really only a competition of who can get 51%. If Bernie can get 51%, they might still try to fuck us, but it's not going to be as viable for them to fuck us. He needs to get 51%. We'll see what happens. This is crucial moments. You got to get onto that Bernie dialer. You got to text message for Bernie. You got to tell your family members, yo, 68,000 people every year die because they couldn't go see a doctor. It's stupid garbage. And if you think otherwise, you are a psychopath. This is not like this. Like, we should be debating not whether or not we give healthcare to people, but we should be debating whether or not, should elective cosmetic surgeries be free or something. That's a reasonable debate. I can understand wanting to debate that. You know what I mean? Like, for me personally, I think if someone wants a nose job, like you can make an argument that it adds mental trauma to your life. If you've got, like, say, a fucked up looking nose. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I'm just saying you can make an argument that for mental, like, anxiety alleviation, that it should be covered. But that's an argument that's at least somewhat reasonable. Like, I can understand the opposite end. Like, should we fund people wanting to, like, modify every part of their body? I don't know. It's a reasonable debate. But this person has cancer. I don't know. Are they rich enough? Like, they make less than $300,000 a year? Well, that's a shame. I guess we can just fucking kill them. 68,000 people a year. Whatever. Throw them in the dumpster. We don't fucking need them. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's stupid garbage. Anyway, vote for Bernie.